Uh, Sports fans all over the world, welcome to the international break. It's a boring weekend. The international matches are already going on, but for us that are EPL lovers all over the world, it's always a boring weekend. So I want to use this opportunity to look at the performance of various clubs thus far. The question I want to ask is this: do you think any team can mount a sustained challenge for EPL title against Man City? Do you think anything can mount a sustained challenge against Manchester City? Remember that last season they didn't start in flying form, but this season they are firing from all cylinders already. They are firing. So they are yet to drop points. And when you watch them play, you discover that they are not yet they are yet to hit top gear. But this attitude of getting the job done is already manifesting in their play. So I want to use this opportunity this weekend to look at the performance of our teams. When you look at the table, the log, EPL log already, you discover that Man City, they have played 4 matches already and they have won 4. Goal difference is 9 plus 9. And when you look at that team, their best player, they lost Gundogan. I think last season you can say that Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne, they are the two best players. At times we don't differentiate between great goal scorers and great players. Haaland, no doubt, is a great player, but when you look at that Man City squad, you will discover that there are two great players that made things to happen in that team last season. They are the X factor of that team, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne. They lost Gundogan. Gundogan went to Barcelona, and the KDB is yet to start with them. He's sidelined by injury. Yet the team is performing. They are getting the job done. And so I don't think it's easy. What I don't want is for Man City to turn EPL, our own precious EPL, to Farmers League. Those days we used to call, those days that Lyon was dominating French league, we call it Farmers League because Lyon, I think they won the French league five times on the trot. They were French champions, I think, for 4 to 5 consecutive seasons, and they didn't make the league interesting anymore. No other club can mount a serious challenge until PSG came on board. Marseille was trying those days, but they couldn't do enough work to be able to dethrone Lyon, led by Johnny Panampukano, the free kick master. And till date, we see what is happening in Bundesliga, where it's all about Bayern Munich. Once in a while, Borussia Dortmund will try to mount a challenge, but after mounting a challenge, Bayern will just take their best player and cripple the team and weaken the team the more. So we don't want a repeat of that in EPL. We don't want to call EPL a Farmers League, whereby one team begins to dominate and win trophies for 5 consecutive times. It won't be interesting anymore, and that is what Pep Guardiola's Man City intends doing. And this has been the pride of EPL for years gone by. For some of us that have been there following the league for some time, I followed the league for a very long time, so I know what I'm talking about. The league is losing its test day by day by this Man City dominance. But you have to give credit to that team. You have to give credit to that team. Many of the time you see people, trying to look at the great EPL teams of the past. We know about the invisible team of Arsene Wenger. Though this is not our topic, but I just want to digress a little bit to give credit, because I'm not taking it away from this Man City team. I want to still give credit to them. We have seen great EPL teams of the past, the invisible team under Arsene Wenger. We have seen the class of 99, Manchester United class of 99, a great team. Ryan Giggs, Roy Keane, David Beckham, Nicky Bordem, great team. The great Dan, Peter Schmeichel, Dwight York, and Nandiko, great players. that performed incredibly well. Gary Neville and Philip Neville, not forgetting them, and other ones I couldn't remember anymore. It's been long. Then we later saw the great team of that Chelsea was able to assemble under Jose Mourinho, the winning machine that later won the 2012 Champions League. Then you know I've talked about the Invisible Arsenal team, marvelous team. Roberto Pires, Ivan Waitod, Patrick Vieira, Repalo, Thierry Henry, Cano Demono, all those players, wonderful Ashley Cole, not forgetting Davis, legendary David Simmons. Okay, I think David Simmons after this Lehman. Many of them, many players who can bear them, they played well. It's an incredible team. But when we look at all these great teams of the past, something is standing out in this Manchester City team, and it is their resilience, it is their hunger, it is their ambition. They have won for some time, and the ambition and the desire and the hunger is still there to keep winning. I think this is what separates this Manchester City team from every other great team of the past. It is hard to win, but I want to tell you that it is much, much more harder to keep winning, or to still keep that ambition to keep winning. You see that Chelsea team that won Champions League last time out, that Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, them, that team, they had greatness in them. But after winning that trophy and winning the World Club Championship, we discovered that they lost the ambition. They lost the hunger, the drive was no longer there. They couldn't perform. It was that same thing that defeated Manchester United in the Manchester City in the finals. But they couldn't keep the ambition going. I remember when Thomas Tuchel was saying that the team is not prepared for the season. It was a signal that these are less ambitious players. But this Man City team, they have won the league on the throne for some time, 3 to 4 years on the road. And later, they were able to win the Champions League. After losing the Champions League finals, we need to give it to those guys. They are incredible players with great hunger and ambition and talent. Talent is not enough at times. You need that ambition, you need that hunger, you need that drive and resilience, you need that focus. That's what that Manchester City team is all about. They are beyond talent. It's a team you have to look at from the angle of hunger, ambition, drive, tenacity to continue winning and going for it. So looking at it, you discover that it's the drive that is pushing the team forward at this point in time, because they are yet to hit top gear. But still, they are they are winning matches. They are getting the job done. And when you look at the league table, you discover that they have already won 4 out of 4. That's 12 points already. And the closest to them is Tottenham Hotspur. Nobody thought about it. Nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. They have been able to win 3 matches and draw 1. It's an impressive season. They lost the spine of that team, which is Harry Kane. They lost him. But I think they won the transfer window by that acquisition of Maddison. I wonder why some teams didn't go for Maddison. Maddison was a great player. Forget that Leicester, he is a good player. Let me not use great. Good player. So he's okay. He's a good player. Forget that Leicester was relegated, but such a caliber, such a player with his potentials. Tottenham saw the hole, and they picked him immediately, and now he's delivering, he's performing, and they are not even like a team that lost Harry Kane. They are doing perfectly okay and perfectly all right, and they are in the second position, 10 points from 4 matches with plus 7 goal difference. They are doing well already. And you look at Liverpool FC, the first match of the season was against Chelsea. Chelsea played very well. Liverpool also played very well. But they didn't drop from there. They took it up from there. And from there, against Newcastle, it was a difficult match. Very, very difficult match. Very difficult indeed, because as I was watching that match, I never saw a way Liverpool would come back into that game after losing Van Dijk. I call him the Liverpool Lamborghini. After losing Van Dijk and playing 10-man against Newcastle for up to 60-something, 70 minutes, it's a difficult, and it's an informed Newcastle team, don't forget. But they were able to rally. The coach tinkered and brought in Darwin Núñez, and immediately the Núñez, we thought, has not got anything left in him, began to perform and took the team to the next level. And from nowhere, Liverpool took control of that game and won that tie. And from there, the season got on for them. They began to put in a show of good and wonderful performances. I think we need to give it to them. I don't know that they will be mounting serious challenge at this point in time, but I think it's still too early for us to be calling this shot about who will mount a serious or sustained title challenge. But why we're saying it now is because Man City is already, they are laying the pace already, you know, they are laying the pace already. And if you allow them to drift away at this point in time, you can't see them inside. Look at them. You can't see them because they are yet to hit top form. The team that I saw, the Man City team that I saw, is yet to hit top form. And yet they are putting teams to death. They are winning matches. They are getting the job done without their best player. So I think it's a thing of concern to me and to all sports fans, sports lovers all over the world. So Liverpool is in third position, 10 points plus 6 goal difference. West Ham surprise package, the way they dispatched and dismantled Chelsea, is something that it's a miracle. And they don't take it away from them. It's a good team performance. That Jared Bowen, them, Antonio, they are doing great. They are doing great. They lost the spine of that team, and it seems as if they lost nobody because they are performing. They are putting up a show, and they are there in fourth position. 10 points plus 5 goal difference. You see Arsenal, everybody expected Arsenal to be the closest rival, the closest team that will challenge Man City. They have 10 points, they plus 4 goal difference. The team, they are here to hit top gear too. Arsenal is here to hit top gear, but they are getting the job done. They are getting the job done. I think they were lucky. I don't want to delve into that weekend offside disallowed goal by Camacho, but I think they performed. The resilience was there. What I love about this Arsenal team is the belief, the spirit. They have a bit of that Manchester City spirit. They want to compete. The hunger to win matches, the hunger to remain relevant and to have control of every match, every game they are playing is there. The drive is there. So they kept on driving and pushing until they got the job done against Manchester United. Then the next team is Brighton, a wonderful team. We know they will be around. They will always be around. They will always be, because it's a wonderful team. Though they lost Caicedo, but the team is wonderful. It's not built on any player. They can lose even Mitoma and they will still perform. So it's a good team. 9 points, 4 plus 4 goal difference. You have Manchester United languishing in the 11th position, 6 points minus 2. You have Chelsea languishing in 12th position, 4 points, 0 goal difference. We have Newcastle, the surprise package of last season, languishing in 14th, 3 points, 0 goal difference. Newcastle, I think they will struggle this season. Let me talk about them a bit. They will struggle. Why do I say so? For them to be able to manage Champions League and the Premier League will be a bit difficult for them. This performance is coming up now that they are yet to get to play in Champions League. When the Champions League proper starts, can they be able to cope with the weekend and midweek fixtures? That is a question they need to answer. These are things we will be watching out, that will be playing out this season. But I want to talk about Manchester United also. Many pundits believe they can mount a serious challenge going by the activities in the transfer window and the belief and the hype that Ten Hag came with. But things have not been able to work the way people thought. And look at where the team is languishing in 11th position, and they are not playing well. They are playing like a team that is all over the places. They are not doing well at this point in time. When you look at Chelsea also, it's a whole new team, a brand new team, completely 11 or 12 players brought in. I know it's not going to be easy at the start, but it's a team full of potential. But I think the problem with that team is Pochettino. Pochettino is not doing all right. He's yet to tinker and get the right formation, because I believe that team will perform better when they deploy 4-2-3-1. But as I'm talking to you now, the team is too defensive minded. We don't play Chilwell in an attacking position. He's a defender, for God's sake, and doesn't score enough goals. So Chelsea at this point in time do not have wing backs, so they should go back to 4 at the back, because Chilwell is a conventional fullback, Forget about the make believe in his play. He's not a wing back, he's a full back. The attacking flair to finish the job like Alonso, Baka Alonso is not there. So Chelsea at this one time, there's no Reece James. Costo is a defender. When you look at his attacking potentials, they are nothing to write home about. So this team should go back to 4-2-3-1 if they want to get into top 4. Then talking about Manchester United, it's not a good season for them yet. It's not a good season for them yet. Onana came with a lot of hype, though a good ball playing goalkeeper, but he's conceding a lot of goals at this point in time. I think the team is yet to strike that perfect balance that they need for them to compete. And I believe Ten Hag will be able to do that. He will be able to do that. Let's give them some time. So I believe many teams will be getting ready to be able to change their form, especially Manchester United and Chelsea. We want to see them to get the job done. Want to see them perform more than this, because this is not the level we know them for years. At this point in time, we hope that when the international break is over, we will see a change from Manchester United and Chelsea Football Club. At this point in time, I don't think there is anything that can mount that challenge against Manchester City. They are the team to beat this season. They are the team to beat this season. Make no mistake about it. We may see them winning the league for the 4th consecutive time, and that may turn EPL to Farmers League. But I don't want it to happen. I just hope that Liverpool or Arsenal can be able to rise up to the challenge and mount a sustained title challenge against them. Thank you. Have a nice day and have a wonderful rest this weekend.